Okay, hi everyone. Hello, thanks for joining us again today.
Hey everyone, how you doing?
We thought we'd do a little catch-up video for you because you've been absent from the videos quite a bit, actually.
I've been cut out, I think it's the phrase I was looking for. But
Well,
no. I've been busy doing other things. You've been busy going out to the chateaux. So yeah, I've just not really been in many of them.
No, so we did think we'd do a little catch-up together and say hello to everybody, and we hope you're all doing really well, and thanks for coming back, joining us on the channel, and thank you to our new viewers. So thank you for our new subscribers and everybody. So
yeah, lots of new subscribers, it's good to see. But yeah, we're going to do a bit of a catch up on some of the comments that have been made on some of the videos, and go through and just give some answers, some feedback, and just a bit more information based on what you've asked for and what you've mentioned. Yeah,
we just thought it'd be nice, it'd be fun to sort of, just because I love reading, we love it when we get your comments in, all of them actually, because they're really interesting and they get us talking, don't they? They get us chatting and like thinking about things, and it kind of sparks debate, and you know, I just don't think there's any negative or anything like that. It's all very interesting. So we thought it'd be fun to include your comments, today, as Mark's just explained, and we can just go through them and just have a little chat with you. And then, you know, we were going to do a live stream, weren't we?
We were.
We did think about doing that, but it would mean we needed to really organise our time, and our time was kind of now. So maybe in the future.
Our life is pretty hectic at the moment, so organising those sort of things, just at the moment, it just isn't viable. So it made sense to do a pre-recorded one. So should we start?
Yeah, sure. Okay then, so shall I read the first
Please
one?
do.
Okay.
Please do.
All right, so now I'm trying to remember, actually, I think this was actually the Vendôme, when we went to the Chateau de Vendôme. So we did get a nice comment. I think we'll start with that one. I think, well, that's the one on our pile. So it says, the first time I looked at these videos, loved the photography and the content, but found the music so out of line with the 18th century atmosphere that the house and gardens seem to be. Just my personal taste, visionary enhancement by the atmosphere the correct music can create will really make these videos a success, I think. I do know what you're saying.
But so, so what you're saying there,
mute worked though.
Yeah, because they didn't think the music was right, but I think I know what you're talking about. It was the Vendôme.
I do understand that.
I mean, you had, I think there was a mixture of music, and to be honest, it's just music that seemed to fit and kind of like to go with the video. But I think it was the Chinese music that was on there, some of the Chinese-esque music, which actually isn't very much in line with the French chateaux of that period, of the 18th and 19th century, because, you know, China was a big influence, and the Orient was a huge influence on
and I think when we went to the chateau, especially in the gardens, well, actually, even inside, but in the gardens, we really felt the atmosphere around the gardens has been really influenced by, I think it was in the mid and the late 17th century, it was very fashionable for wealthy people to travel and to buy also any decor or anything like that from abroad, especially from like East Asia, Japan, China, India.
Anything from the Orient.
It was becoming extremely fashionable, and they were like getting really inspired to design their gardens outside with all the Japanese way, with the Japanese influence, the Chinese influence, and even Indian influence. You know, so they incorporated a lot of the plants from...
The plants, the the water features,
Yeah.
the way the water was used, and the general look of the whole gardens. So yeah, I mean, I certainly understand.
So that's
what they're saying.
and that's why when we went there, I just had this real feeling of the Orient there. You know, like I could really feel that we could pick up on all their travels and everything, couldn't we? And you could really sense that it had created their garden. You know, what there is now in the gardens, and that's why it was like kind of a natural kind of inkling that I had to choose more Oriental music, and I just did it without thinking.
Well, I think it worked well. So,
Anyway, but
and it's one we liked. So
but we really loved that comment.
Yeah.
We found it really interesting.
You can tell it got us thinking.
Yeah,
So-
it got us thinking a lot, and we thought, oh yeah, why did we choose that? Oh, but then we were like, yeah, there was reasons why, and so thanks, really great.
Okay, so the next one. Too much profusion of many objects which, rather than producing beauty, only produced clutter and claustrophobia. Less is more. Now, I think that's actually to do with the Von d'Oeuvre as well.
That was Von d'Oeuvre as well, I think, yeah, because they've got a huge collection of all kinds of 18th, 17th century, 18th century collections.
Well, they've got, I mean, a lot of these big houses, they have a lot of things that families have collected over the years, and when you're walking around the house, all these houses, generally you don't see every room, or you don't see all of it. So they try and put out as much as they can into the areas that are visible to you. And that's certainly the case with the Von d'Oeuvre.
They do,
You know,
yeah. They try and share, they're trying to
Yeah.
please and show everybody as much as they can. Yeah. So it did feel quite overwhelming because it was like everywhere we looked, it really was even hard to film sometimes to know what to film but I wouldn't want them to change that.
No.
And I know they change it around as well. They switch it up and
They do.
change it.
They do.
But you know, that wasn't part of the house that they lived in. This is part of the house that's open only for the public. And it was a big, family home, chateau. So they didn't live in that part. They don't live in that part of the chateau, do they? They obviously they don't. That's open just for the public for show.
Exactly.
But I'm sure their living quarters are it's a lot more.
I think you'll find that's
friendly, friendly.
I think you'll just find it's kind of standard in these old houses. You go to even old houses in the UK or anywhere, they're museums. And because of that, they tend to have a lot more items on show than if you're actually living there.
Yeah.
So next one.
Yeah, so thank you again for that comment. We do thank you all for these comments. We really enjoy them.
Yeah.
So,
and I would reach out, shout out to the people who've made these comments, but there's quite a few. So
I don't know if we should say the names of them or not.
Why don't you just put a thank you in the comments in the actual description of the video? I think that might be a good way to go.
Yeah, if I haven't already. Yeah,
if you haven't already, we'll do that.
It's a good idea.
And again, as always, please add comments. If you subscribe, great, please do, and add a comment as to why you've subscribed, what you'd like to see for more, because it's great to hear and great to hear your feedback. So
absolutely.
Next question.
We do this for you as well. This is why we love doing it.
Absolutely.
Okay. This one is, I guess they want you to buy a book with pictures if they even have that for you to show viewers. Oh well, I know which one this is about. This was Sassy. Chateau de Sassy.
Yes.
Yeah, because I knew the chateau, we knew the chateau was there, we've been there before, and we knew that you could go in the chateau and visit the chateau.
We've been to the gardens a couple
But we'd
of
never
times.
been in the chateau, we'd been to the gardens. And you were working, so you couldn't come with me. So I went off without you. And but then I didn't realise that we couldn't film inside the chateau.
No.
We weren't allowed to film
or
take pictures. And that's just how it goes sometimes. I mean, sometimes you're going to go to these places and you're going to arrive and they're going to say to you, sorry, but you're going to have to put your camera away. film anything, and that was the case. And I don't think I saw any books particularly for sale or anything like that.
Not all of them do. Some do, some don't.
No, but it's privately owned. Sassy is a privately owned. They actually live in there, and they do literally put cones around the room when visitors come in, and then take them out because they actually live that in those dining rooms and in those areas.
Yeah, and they have visitors to help pay upkeep for the house and pay for the staff that they have to have for the gardens and stuff in those sort of places. So it makes sense. I understand it. Yeah, it's a shame that you couldn't video in there, but maybe in the future. Who knows? Yeah. Who knows?
Shall I read the next one?
Please do. Yeah.
Right, here we go then. Oh yes, this is Evelyn. Yes, you know who. Thank you. I love reading we love her.
Regular comments.
Yeah, they're great. Okay, I'm going to read this one out because I really like this one. So, enjoyed history of this chateau and the lovely, interesting walk through of the building itself. I marvelled over the amount of furniture, especially the gaming boards. I think this is Von Deuve as well.
It could be Von Deuve. It could even be Carouge, because there are lots of gaming boards there.
Thanks so much, especially the talk between you and your husband. Oh, yes.
We do talk a lot. Well, I listen, you talk. It works. It works.
Maybe it was Carouge. I think it was Carouge.
Actually, because they went into the kitchens there.
I hope your kitchen becomes quite grand as you would like. I used to cook a lot and enjoyed the preparation. 4 months ago, I became a vegan. No meat, fish or dairy products. That's really good. Yeah, I mean, I've had to cut out dairy from my I did that years ago now, probably 3 years, because I was having digestive, just pains and things. But I cut out the dairy and it worked. Fruit, lots of vegetables and soy. Oh, you love soy, don't you?
Soy sauce. I wouldn't say I can. Soy is not really for me. Unlike Annabelle, I haven't cut out anything from my diet. So
no, I've had to over time, but I have to be careful with certain things.
You do.
But you don't.
I'm okay.
Luck to you. I became vegan to spare my heart and decrease cholesterol. Brilliant. Good on you. Lovely vlog. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we love Carouge. I mean, Carouge was
Carouge is always nice. We've been there a couple of times. There's a couple of videos on your channel about it.
Yes.
And
it's
lovely. It's an old chateau which has been with an old castle as well. It's been lived in for many years. It's just beautiful. Yeah, really nice. Lovely grounds, lovely place. Yeah. If you're ever in that region, thoroughly recommend going there.
Definitely.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
It speaks for itself.
It does. It does.
Von Deuve, that one. Yeah. Great choice of music. Feels so relaxing watching this video with that ambience and all these beautiful little creations. Quite mesmerising. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, it's music is subjective with everyone. Everyone likes different things. Some like it, some don't. But it adds to it. We find.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love putting music here on the videos. I think it's just I've seen videos that I love, for example, on YouTube, some channels, but there's no music on them, and it's just silence. It's just the sound of the building and the people walking around, and I kind of get put off by it. I get a bit bored.
It's a bit bored for me.
Not bored, but it creates an atmosphere, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, you need the atmosphere, I think, because it's not. I don't know. Yeah. I prefer it myself.
As a YouTube creator, when I'm making the videos, I have to say when I'm putting it all together, I can feel the atmosphere when I'm putting it together, and as soon as I put music onto it, it just makes it come alive and it colours it in. It colours the rest of the video in.
It does. It
just makes it just more special.
It adds a body to it. But
let us know in the comments what you think about the music.
Do you like it? Do you not? But great comment.
Let us know.
Thank you very much. So next comment.
Yeah.
And this one is certainly about Vendeuve, because it's about I believe it's about Vendeuve. It could well be. But it says, terrific wow, what joy some children had in playing with these priceless pieces. I know I have a really small music box and a pedestal desk in Applewood, given to me in the 1980s. Just love your vlogs, they are full of information and delight. Now I think that is about Vendeuve, and I think it's actually about the miniature furniture museum, which, interestingly enough, some of the items in there, I believe, were for children and made for children, for like dolls' houses and so forth. But there's a very high majority in there which were made by master carpenters for travelling. They go around to different big houses with example items of what they've created. Would you like this for your house? Would you like that for your house? Here, this is how it will look. And some of them also created them as part of their apprenticeship to go up to be a master and actually start their own business.
But maybe Evelyn also means, how children they really learn a trade, and they could actually have really good fun also. As students, it was very creative, wasn't it? And very. I mean,
for me, I'm from a child from the 80s.
Me too.
And to be honest, kids don't play the same these days. Back then it was very different, and again, it was very different to when these children were playing back in the 17th, 18th, 19th century. So but great comment, Ellen. Thank you ever so much. Next comment is just a nice little one to say fabulous and thank you. So
yes,
always nice to get comments like that.
Oh, and I think he also also put the times of
yes. Comment. Yes, I remember that. Yes, I do. About when certain things had occurred during it. So
that was great. That was really useful.
That was really nice. Yeah, and it's not something you generally put onto your videos, so it could be something to consider if it's longer videos, maybe. But
thank you for the lovely comments.
Great comment.
Yeah.
Next one again is about Vendeuve. Incredible story considering the damage it received during World War II. Yes, well, the house, as a lot of France back in World War II, there was a lot of devastation. I mean, there was certain villages and towns which were all but wiped off the map. It was quite a sad thing to happen. But the house there wasn't actually destroyed or hurt too much, so it's good.
Well, I think especially during World War II, this part of France was really destroyed. I mean, there were so many towns that were just flattened, like Bayonne around there, and just so many of them. So it's really, it's incredible how quickly they rebuilt the towns though in this part of France. I mean, they're so proud of that part of history as well, that how they reacted to all the bombings in this part of France, because they didn't waste any time. They all got back to work and they rebuilt the whole of Normandy that got destroyed. So just amazing. Okay, so we have a really nice comment here. It says, loved the painted murals on walls and ceilings. I think this might be Vendeuve. Enjoying tagging along to all the wonderful places you visit until I can hopefully see them one day with my own eyes. I'm sure you will. The miniatures were incredible if you consider they were made in a time where there was no electricity or modern tools to make them. Appreciate your attention to showing us the detail and your calming and interesting narrative. That's lovely. Thank you so much. That's really nice. And you make some lovely shots, I have to say. Mark's really good at some of the cinematic, those kind of reveal kind of shots and things. I've been trying to do them, but honestly, I really appreciate your work here as well. Thank you, love that. what else do we have then? Got some more good comments around here. So that one we've seen.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's a good one. I like this one. Do you want me to read it? You read it.
Yeah.
You're okay with this one?
So, you mean to say that people actually live in this totally stuffed place? Hardly room to move in any of these rooms, and the amount of stuff is beyond belief. If these rooms are just used to display all their fine stuff, but they actually reside in more comfortable quarters, I could understand it. But lots of beautiful things, but so much of it is hard to really see because it's all surrounded by things competing for attention. The panelling is, I think, the most exotic I've seen in any house. Not sure if it's beautiful, hard to decide when it's so much competition, but it's certainly an amazing house. Yeah, I think that's, again, probably Vendôme.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's stuffed.
Okay.
It's very, very, very stuffed with all sorts of things in there. And as we mentioned earlier, they're trying to show the most of what they can in the space available.
I think we're really lucky that, you know, we have these private properties that they've opened their doors to their homes and they want to share all these artifacts with us, these historical possessions that they have. They want to share that. And I certainly wouldn't ever want to put these people off of sharing and to continue sharing all these wonderful things, because it is a lot of stuff. And I mean, I do get it.
There's a lot of items there, and you can certainly say, you know, they're competing for space. And it's hard to convey when you're showing it on a video because you know you can only video certain items, whereas when you're actually there in person, you can really take a bit more time and focus your attention to certain areas. So it's a bit trickier. I mean, we try to show as much as we can on the video and on the videos that you do, but it can be quite tricky, and it can be really, really hard to really do it justice. Yeah, to do it justice. That's the word I was looking for. It's really hard. Really hard.
But when you're there, it's just amazing. I mean, it's incredible. You're going to see things that you're never going to see anywhere else. You know, it's unique. It's a one-off.
Many one-of-one items, and people don't actually live in that part of the house. They live in the rest of it.
No, they don't live in that part of the house.
In Vendôme, we saw 4 rooms, 5 rooms. Trust me, there's a lot more than 4 or 5 rooms in that house. I mean, we saw not even a quarter of it, if that, probably a fifth. There's plenty of space there to, you know, to live your life without being encroached upon by people who are visiting.
But thank you so much for your comment. Really, we still love to hear what you think. Okay, what else have we done? Okay, so here we go. We have another one, really great comment here. And I think this one is about Medivh, I believe. So it says, hello, nice documentary video. The title of Farmer General in French, Fermier Général, applied to the Crown's hated tax collectors. As a farmer harvests the produce of the soil, the Fermier Général collected the taxes on behalf of the king, hence the name. They were powerful civil servants, some of them honest and humane, others ruthless and greedy. Besides, being well paid, they were entitled to a share of the taxes collected by them. Obviously, this enticed some of them to falsify records and to pocket large sums of money. Generally speaking, they were unpopular, and many of them were executed during the French Revolution.
Well, I could probably say that I don't think tax collectors and the tax generally, no matter where you are in the world, have improved their relationship with people. I don't know. No one likes taxes. No one wants to pay them. And back then it was very, very different times. People, you would have to come and give half of what you've grown to the landowner, and you'd have to pay your fair share of the tax for the town, depending on what you've got. So taxes have been a thing for a long time, and Yeah, I don't like them.
But you're absolutely right, and I found that really interesting because I did find out information about the owners during the revolution, yes, what happened to them is they were exiled from France, and they had to leave the chateau. So yeah.
Interesting.
So they weren't executed. It doesn't seem they were executed, but they were exiled during the revolution.
They made a quick exit.
They did. Yeah,
Which is,
right.
it's a wise choice, I would have thought, given the times that were going on.
Yeah, so thank you for that.
Great comment.
Yeah. Oh, look, here's a nice one. Okay, so I'll read this one. Well, I'm not sure now. Oh, this one is that Medevi? Medevi. It's Medevi.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful video, Annabella. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. If I win the lottery, I would move to France, my favourite country, and it's mine too.
It's a beautiful country.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful country.
it is. 3 things I noticed. A wonderful commode at 5.50 time.
5 minutes.
5 minute 50. French furniture is unique. Absolutely. And B, you are right. The cabinet is made of ebony, the most popular wood among cabinet makers in Europe.
In the 17th century.
In the 17th century.
Yeah.
That is why a cabinet maker in France is called ebonist. I didn't know that.
You knew? I didn't know that.
No, I know now, thank you. I don't know how, I just didn't know. So a person who carves ebony, the same applies in Spain where the word is ebonista.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's funny how these, depending where you are, certainly across Europe, the names of certain, professions, they transfer over.
Yeah. And look, my dad was one.
Ah. Yeah.
Great. The collection of ships is wonderful. That alone deserves a visit.
Yeah.
Regards to you and your family. Claudio, thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, those ships and the maps and everything there at
they were amazing.
certainly worth a look. And again, we've seen them before, we've been there before, and second time round, it's equally as beautiful. And the craftsmanship on those boats is
just incredible.
As good as you'll see it. They're not child's toys. I can tell you that.
No,
a lot of time, effort, and money has gone into making them. And very impressive.
Yeah, they're
very
amazing,
impressive.
aren't they?
Absolutely. So next one.
Yes.
Again, this is Medevi, about the ships and the models. Those beautiful ship models should be kept under acrylic or glass dust covers. What a beautiful collection. I'd love to see those globes and atlases too.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're stored there all year round or if they're just put there for when people come and visit. But I'll be honest with you, there wasn't any dust. You look at them and they are pristine, spotless. So
yeah,
I wouldn't want to be the cleaner of them. That's for sure.
They're definitely looked after and preserved.
Yeah. So I don't know if they actually do put covers over them. When the place is shut down or something. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
They certainly take good care of it. That's for sure.
Yes, they definitely looked after, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So next one, what have we got here? Wow, gorgeous interior of chateau chandeliers everywhere, but the ship models were breathtaking. Thanks so much for sharing. Congratulations to the owner for his collection and so willing to share with the world. Yeah, that is one of the lovely things there, is certainly at Medevi. I imagine the owner he's done well for himself over the years, and he actually shares what he has with the public, and that I find is quite empowering. I think that's really nice, because you could have a lot of money and a lot of beautiful items, but you get in these things happen. People will buy expensive pictures and then they lock them away.
They never use them, or they don't. You never see them.
You never see them again. They never see the light of day again, and it's a shame. But certainly they make the most of what there is, and they want to show the world.
They want to share, and I think that's what we're finding with a lot of the chateaux that we're going to that are privately owned, but they want to open it up. They want people to come. Obviously, they do make some money out of it, and it helps them maintain the chateau because they have to find, you know, when you have a property of that kind, you know,
not cheap.
You have to keep
it's not cheap to run.
Maintained, and you have to find a way. So it's a very good way of doing that. But they do get a great pleasure of sharing, and that's why they hold all these cultural events as well, because it's fun and it brings it to life, and people love being involved, and there's a whole team there that keep it going.
There is
it's great fun. And I think even the owner, he was taking part. He was there, you know.
Okay, I didn't notice.
I think he,
Wow, but great.
You know.
But it's lovely that they do. But it's a great comment, and thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I love your comments. Yeah, love those.
Okay.
Well, here's one beautiful place. Thank you, Sharon. Glad you enjoy it. I really do. Don't we? We do.
We do.
Glad you enjoy it.
Really happy. Really happy that people are enjoying it.
Just wondering what else.
I think this is the last load.
Okay. So, this is Bon Vouloir Castle. This is the little tower.
Okay. And I think it's also about our house as well.
Yeah, so I'm going to read this. Yeah, it was a very interesting little place, this. Was just watching a vlog of you when I caught a glimpse of your tiles in your foyer. Did you know that it's a very prized design? Please don't remove it. Camilla and Ollie in Barcelona have it in their foyer, and they visited a lady who specialises in vintage tiles. She said it is very valuable. There was a different colour. Theirs was a different colour. Can't remember the colour. I think tile companies have copied it, but the old ones are highly collectible. One thing I might add about your vlog, sorry to say, but you do not show enough of your renovations, and you explain a little too extensively. You want to keep your vlogs interesting to the viewer, and if you go too slowly, they get bored. Would like to see more of your chateau. Good luck. Thank you for your comments.
Good job.
Where do we start with
this
one?
Good job we haven't pulled the tiles up then, isn't it? No, we haven't really. I joke. I mean, you can probably see a little bit around us at the moment where the colour of our dining room, which I think we will be, or you will be putting a vlog out.
Yeah,
we will be. Because almost there, almost completed, and it looks completely different to how it did before.
This room's just been done.
Really good. Love it.
We're just finishing it still.
And it's, we don't live, I wish we did, but we don't actually live in a chateau. We actually live in a maisonette.
Yes.
Which is a nice house. I mean,
this is our chateau. This is our chateau. It's our mini chateau.
It's great. It was built by a chateau designer, and designed by a chateau designer, but it isn't a chateau.
Yes.
But at the same time, really happy, and you will see more updates on our house.
I won't go on and on too much. If I go on a bit, is that what that?
Yeah, you like to talk.
I do.
You like to talk. You like to explain. Yeah, you do.
I do.
You love a debate. You love a conversation.
But this is like it's like our diary as well. When we do these videos, it's our vlog, isn't it? It's our diary. So I kind of put my heart into it, and I will put everything I'm thinking, and maybe it's a bit too much sometimes. So I take it on board.
You can always cut and trim it down a bit.
Yes, and I have to say the tiles in the foyer, they are one of the things that we just had love at. It was like a coup de foudre, like when we saw it, love at first sight. And we would never touch that.
They won't be going anywhere.
But I found that really interesting, your comment.
Yeah, I mean the flooring, the actual downstairs flooring in the house, and the flooring in the whole house won't be changing at all, because it's lovely old oak boards, and like you say, the lovely tiles. and it would be an absolute travesty if we had to.
Some people have done it. There's a lot of people that do rip it all out and lay all new stuff, new flooring.
I couldn't live with myself if we did that. No. So we won't be doing that.
And they knock all the walls down and all the doors go and everything goes.
And why create more work for yourself? Just clean it up. It's done.
Thankfully,
it's
that's
done.
what we loved about this house,
Absolutely.
is that it's been kept exactly in its original condition. Nothing's changed. It's the same radiators, the same wooden floors, the same everything is exactly as it should be, apart from the windows that have been.
They've changed the roof tiles and they've changed the windows, and even the electrics in the house that we've got here were from the 60s or 70s. We have changed that because it was mildly dangerous. But
and the fireplaces and everything. I mean, some of these have had to be replaced. I think this one's one of the original ones. It's the one.
Is it this one that's been replaced? Or I'm not sure if it's this one.
I think this one's the original.
That's original.
That one is the one in the living room.
Yes, that's marble.
Yes.
That's marble. Yeah, and the one in the other living room is granite.
The one in the living room is granite, but because over the years they've been a bit damaged.
Well, yeah, they've changed. People change tastes, but
But I did want to say thank you so much for that comment, and I love hearing about Barcelona because my grandmother is from Barcelona, and I do have a link and a tie with Barcelona. So thank you very much for that comment, and I will try to improve. Stop talking.
Yeah, I was going to say you just opened the door to talk about more things.
But that's the fun. Can I just say it's the fun of making these videos because it's my. I can express. It's a way of expression and a free expression. But there you go. Okay, next one.
Last one, I think.
Last one.
It's the last one for today. Yeah, that's the last one. That's it. We've done them all.
Is that all of them?
That's all of them.
You did them.
Yeah. So, and it's about Banyule Castle. So, as General Douglas MacArthur said, war is hell, even robbing the dead of a burial place.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Your tour of the castle grounds, nice. Thank you.
Oh.
So, thank you. I mean, the Banyule Castle.
That's the last one.
It's the last one you've done. It's more of a. Well, it's now a town hall, isn't it? It's town hall now. Yeah. It's where they do everything. So they've reutilised an old property, which is good because it means it stays being used.
But it's such a beautiful one. It's because they ransacked the little monument, the funerary chapel that they have there. Yeah. They ransacked it during Second World War.
Yeah, a lot of bad things happened during that time. Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of wars around here. You can tell from the castles, the chateaux that litter the surrounding countryside. Not all of them are in good condition. Some are good, some are bad. And there's history. And World War II being the latest episode of war that's ravaged this land, unfortunately.
And we were talking the other day about because there's a chateau that isn't too far away from here that I found out about, and it's an old medieval. It goes back to the sort of 12th century, and apparently it used to have 12 towers, and it was occupied by the English during that time, les Anglais. And as they did, there's nothing left of it. They have, over the years, it was then taken back by the French, and then it was demolished, and it was there's nothing left of it. But they do have pictures of it, and it was just an amazing chateau with 12 towers. It was big chateau, medieval chateau. And you said to me, just to get to the point, you said to me, oh yes, they probably take the towers off and then they take them and reuse them on other properties and another one. Yep. And that's exactly what happened to Banyule.
Yep.
So it is built using the pieces of other chateaux that have been demolished. And they use,
absolutely. If you want to build your little mini castle, what better to use than the stonework from the derelict castle, which is down the bottom of the hill? Top of the hill, as the case may be.
It looks great though, doesn't it?
Why not? Why
It's
not?
amazing.
But I think that draws us to a close in the comments.
That's it. Yeah, we just wanted to do a little update with you and have a look at, what everyone's been putting on the comments, and we've really enjoyed reading them.
It's been some lovely comments, and please, add more comments. Ask us questions.
Yeah.
Certainly with this video, when you if you subscribe, mention you subscribed and point out, why you like the videos, what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like us to do, and it'd be great to hear your opinions and views.
Yeah, and it was always brilliant to hear. That's really important to us, that we hear
Feedback's amazing.
Your feedback. Good or bad. There is no bad. In fact, we take it as constructive, and I take it on board. And please, it's really important that you subscribe to the channel. Just putting that in there.
Like, subscribe.
Yeah,
usual YouTube stuff. You know how it is.
Yeah. We're going to see more of Mark in the future videos.
Always.
Yeah.
I'm always around somewhere.
I think we miss you in the videos. Okay, everyone.
Excellent.
Take care, everyone. Have a great week. Have a great day.
Thanks, everyone.
We'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, take care of yourselves.
Bye.
Bye-bye.